We're going to LaGuardia Airport to see the Marine Air Terminal. Here's LaGuardia Airport. It's located on the East River, with the Bronx to the north, neighborhoods of Queens surrounding it on the east, south, and west, and Manhattan to the west. On this closer map of the airport, we see the main terminals here. And we go over to here to this little dot, which is the Marine Air Terminal located on Bowery Bay. We'll begin our walk on 82nd Street at this entrance to LaGuardia Airport, and this will take us to the Marine Air Terminal. Well, here we are on the western end of the airport, and we can see a plane just taking off. And we'll proceed on our walk towards the Marine Air Terminal. Well, from here at the Marine Terminal Road and Fiorello Lane, we can see the control tower of the main airport. And we see another plane proceeding to take off. Although most of the original LaGuardia Airport has been torn down to make way for a new ultra-modern terminal, the Marine Air Terminal, which once hosted seaplanes flown by aviation legends Howard Hughes and Glenn Curtiss, is alive and well. Completed in 1939 for what was then known as North Beach Airport, the Marine Air Terminal was built with money provided by the Works Progress Administration, or WPA. The WPA was a program started during the Great Depression by President Roosevelt to get America back to work. President Roosevelt approved the plans for the airport on September 3rd, 1937, with further support given by Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia. The expanded North Beach Airport and its beautiful Art Deco Marine Air Terminal opened on March 31st, 1940, when a seaplane carrying 10 crew members, 9 passengers, and more than 5,000 pounds of mail departed from the terminal bound for Lisbon, Portugal. The flight landed 18 hours and 35 minutes later, setting a record for an eastbound transatlantic clipper flight. The Marine Air Terminal was the original terminal for overseas flights. It was highly popular in the 1940s when LaGuardia was the only major airport offering regular flights to Europe. But after World War II, advances in aviation made the seaplane service obsolete, and clipper service stopped, and the Marine Air Terminal was soon forgotten. The Marine Air Terminal was unused for many years until Pan American Airways instituted its shuttle flights between New York and Washington and New York and Boston. The terminal was completed in 1939. It was built to handle Pan Am's fleet of flying boats, or also called seaplanes or clippers. It's on the western end of the airport on Bowery Bay. The building is a classical Art Deco design. And if we come closer, we can see the flying fish that almost circumnavigate the building. Originally, the public was allowed to visit the terminal's observation deck, which became a popular place to observe seaplane and airplane landings. It was a major tourist attraction, as air travel was still a new thing, and the sight of these giant commercial airplanes landing and taking off from the waters of the Flushing Bay was surely a sight to behold. The deck was closed for security reasons during World War II and has remained closed since then. Well, here we see the back of the terminal, and if we come around, all the way around, we're going to see Bowery Bay, and this is where the seaplanes would taxi up to the pier to discharge the passenger. Seaplanes would land further out into on the East River to the east, and then taxi into the pier over here. The first flying boat to arrive at the MarineAirTerminal came from Bermuda on April 1st, 1940. At the time, the terminal served 3 transatlantic trips per week. By the way, that bridge we see over there crossing Bowery Bay is the bridge to the prison on Rikers Island. And you really don't want to have to cross it unless you're a visitor or you work there as an employee. Well, let's go inside. Well, here's the original terminal. The terminal inside is as impressive as the outside. Notice the rotunda ceiling. A bust of Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia stands in the center of the terminal. LaGuardia served in the Army Air Corps in World War I, and he was instrumental in creating what later became LaGuardia Airport. This was originally Glen Curtis Airport and then North Beach Airport. In 1934, the city leased it. While traveling home on a flight from the west, he was incensed when the plane landed in Newark. His ticket read New York. He insisted that he be taken to New York, and the plane was then flown to Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn. LaGuardia vowed to build an airport for New York City. North Beach Airport became LaGuardia Airport immediately after LaGuardia's death in 1947. Circling the rotunda is a mural 12 feet high and 237 feet long, depicting the history of flight. This is the largest mural commissioned by the WPA. One section depicts the early history of aviation, starting with the Greek myth of Icarus. Here we see the flight-related inventions of Leonardo da Vinci. Another section depicts the modern history of aviation, starting with the Wright brothers and ending with modern transatlantic travel.